What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a swell day. And today, I got a movie, a TV show, and a few cartoons. So, let's see what I got. So the first item I have is Edward Scissorhands.
Scissors?
And what can I say? This movie is a classic. I mean, you got Johnny Depp, Winona Ryder, Vincent Price. I mean, you got a whole bunch of good actors there. Here's the back. So this is the 25th anniversary. So this is probably an older one. So I mean, this movie's been out for a lot longer now. Some special features. Let's open it up. And oh yeah, definitely like the art style on the disc. So I'll check if this still works. Probably not. But yeah, Edward Scissorhands, directed by Tim Burton, and the music is by Danny Elfman. And I did show the soundtrack in an earlier video. And man, this is definitely a classic. And if you haven't seen it, then you gotta check it out.
I'm looking for the man with the scissors.
I mean, I think at this point everyone pretty much knows about it. And Johnny Depp was actually pretty I mean, he's still pretty popular. But there has been a lot of things going on. But back then, when he was a lot younger, he did a lot of good stuff. And the film came out in 1990, so definitely an old film. But and if you're interested, you could check it out on Max. It's no longer HBO Max, just Max now. So yeah, definitely worth a look at. And here we have The Land Before Time. So I guess I got kind of interested seeing one of these. I mean, the artwork, at least you get different artwork, because I do already have the complete series. And as you could tell, it came out on Cartoon Network, but like I said before, I had no idea that this thing even existed. So, but yeah, I mean, you only get 4 episodes, so kind of a bummer. So look at the back here. So you can see the episodes right there. Got some bonus features. Yeah, definitely nice to see all the gang back together. And got that green text on the disc and a flyer here. I definitely do remember seeing some of these toys. And then it shows all the movies, and I will say they probably overdid it on the movies. Like 14 movies. Like, did they really have to make that many? No. I've only seen a few of the movies. I haven't seen all of them, but from what I heard, the other ones aren't really that good. And I do recommend the first one. That one is definitely worth the watch if you haven't seen it. I mean, if you know, that movie really makes you want to eat leaves. But if you know, you know. So yeah, can't go wrong with some Land Before Time. And the movie the show came out in 2007. And it lasted to 2008. So about a year, maybe a little less than a year. And it only lasted 2 seasons, so I think that's kind of interesting. But the weird part is that the first season was like 20 episodes, and the second season was like 6 episodes. So it's kind of weird that they decided to continue it, but then they only stopped at 6. So I don't know what's going on back there, but definitely kind of strange. But yeah, you can't go wrong with some Land Before Time. But I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. And like I said, if you haven't seen it, just check out the first movie. And here we have Bakuman. So this is an anime I bought just so I can have an anime on DVD. And I will say it did not disappoint. This thing really hooked me in. I mean, 2 guys who want to get into manga, into animation, who want to create mangas. I mean, I did not think it'd be that good.
Japanese manga is the latest obsession.
It's not action, it's not crazy story, it's just, a nice slice of life. You got some comedy, some drama, some romance, nice piece of life, slice of life. And as you can tell, it's made by the same people who made Death Note, so pretty neat. I guess you can kind of see a little animation there from the characters. And this one has 7 episodes, so because it's the first issue. Here you go, look at the disc. Okay, pretty nice. Got 2 characters there. And yeah, like I said, it's about these 2 guys who meet up and they just really want to get into how mangas are made. And I guess you could say it's also kind of like has a little bit of realism or almost like based off a true story, because this is how people get into the manga industry. So pretty neat, And I will say this DVD actually has it in dubbed, even though not a lot of people like it. I'm actually one of the few people who don't mind watching some dub. I mean, if I'm gonna watch a lot of anime, I like to enjoy it, and subtitles, I definitely understand. That's how it's originally made,
Can you turn on the subtitles?
and with original voices. And I mean, when I watch some foreign movies, I definitely prefer subbed. So, definitely understand how more people prefer subbed over dubbed. But I definitely watched it dubbed, and I was kind of disappointed when I found out that only the first 7 episodes were dubbed. I don't know what happened. I think the company went down or they just stopped. But yeah, and you can watch it on Hulu, I believe. Yeah, so if you're definitely interested, check it out. Like I said, definitely worth it. Definitely got me hooked on it. I don't know, it didn't have any explosions or action stuff, but those slice of life anime really do it right.
It's kind of a slice of life.
And this is one of them, so take a look. And next we have Rules of Engagement, not to be confused by the military movie. And I definitely like this one because you got a lot of the big actors, like Patrick Warburg and David Spade. Well, I guess those are the 2 main actors that I know. And then the rest I kind of started to see them in other shows once I saw this show. And I definitely like this show. So let's look at the back here. Got some special features there. Let's look at the disc there. Okay, pretty nice. Got a little advertisement for the other shows. Okay, yeah, we got some good shows there. And there's a lot of classic shows to check out. Put that back there. Yeah, definitely a nice disc. And so this show actually came out in 2004 and lasted until 2013. So pretty nice. Definitely had a fan base. And it lasted for 7 seasons. So yeah, pretty neat. I have seen the whole show. I don't know. It just got me hooked. Definitely a good sitcom. And I kind of like it because so you have these two here are married, and these 2 are engaged, and this guy is just the one who always trying to get the girl. And I like it because so this guy always giving advice to this guy, and then this guy just telling him, oh, I could just get with any girl I want, and it really works, So if you like a little bit of comedy with some marriage and some friends, this is definitely one to check out.
Classic, an absolute classic.
And here we have Gargoyles. And I mean, I guess I got really excited when I saw this because this is one of those Disney Channel cartoons I grew up with.
It's Disney.
And this show actually came out in...
Yes.
in 1994, and it lasted up to 1997. So about 3 years, maybe a little less, depending on the month. And it lasted for 3 seasons, so that's pretty neat. Let's look at the back here. So this is the complete first season. Had some bonus features there. I've got the disc, and they have the episodes on them. Yeah, and a lot of the voice actors in this show, they're pretty famous and popular for doing a lot of movies and shows. So check that out when you get a chance. So this is a special 10th anniversary edition. I mean, at this point it's been out for longer, but it's pretty cool to find. And I did find it at a thrift store, but I have seen it at Walmart. So if you're interested, check out your Walmart. But I will say that some people might consider it a little dark, which I can understand, But I still consider it kind of like a superhero movie, kind of like if they brought some of the characters from Lord of the Rings into the modern day. So, I don't know, definitely nice. I guess I'll see if I still enjoy it or if it still holds up today. You never know how things are today, but yeah, super exciting to find the first season of an old Disney Channel classic, you know? Especially since Disney, like, a lot of their stuff, they might release a few stuff and then the rest you have to get it on like the Disney Disney member club. It's kind of annoying to see that. And you know, that's just how Disney is.
Not Disney.
Hey, at least you get a few of them. And here we have Spider-Man. Or, well, one of the Spider-Man comics. I guess this one's based off his enemies. Got the superior foes of Spider-Man. The crime of the century. And this one is volume 2. So if you can see that, yeah. So I'll definitely look for volume 1. And here. But yeah, I will say definitely nice to find a comic. And it had a little not for resale. So I have no idea where it came from or where it was or what happened to it. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, pretty cool to find. So I'm assuming this is kind of, like the title says, based off a lot of Spider-Man's enemies. It might even be a comedy. You never know. Let me know if you've seen this, if you read the comic or know anything about it. Got some black and white there, pretty neat. Got some advertisement for some more Spider-Man comics. Yeah, I will say I'm not really big on comics, but once in a while there's always a comic that'll interest me. But I've never really like completed an entire series. I think I did once, but I think I just end up stopping or something. I don't know.
You read comic books, right?
Exclusively.
But yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with your comics, and now with all the superhero movies, I think that's what kind of got me into the comics.
Avengers! Assemble.
But yeah, definitely a neat find. And thanks for joining me. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.